to help us or to move to journey with others rather than help, let's say, journey with others and support one another. So others have discovered other things. One sister said, even old as I am, I think I'm going to do nothing. Yeah? So it's like we have potential in us that is hidden, that we don't know, and only when we rest and we stop chasing the diary, that we discover there is more to write than what we are about, isn't it? So, Bishop, I just want to say thank you for what is happening now. And at a time we were here with the Vicar General, and then I would talk, and then he said, for now, let's read that alone. Yeah, he was here when it was the beginnings, and there were sometimes a difficult time. Thinking of the journey we have made is a great thing. Yeah? One time the participants went on strike. And when they went on strike, we had to call Father, and Mia was even in Nairobi. I don't know, Joe also wasn't there. And then I called one participant. I said, yes, when you come, you notify us here. But then he was able to resolve. And he said, no, then let's do this. If that is not working, let's find what you need. And then he took care of that. And since then, we have never had problems. So we have come a long journey, and God has been journeying with us. And beyond God, there has been also Mother Mary, who is the mistress of the sabbatical. Yeah. Quietly, she moves us and moves each one who comes to have her son. I love that is a little bit folly, with the folly, or a mad laugh. Huh? And so we thank her too, as the chairman of the board have said. She's here invisibly, but working along and touching us in a mighty way. So me, I just want to say it's great, and I know wherever Joe is really missing this, and so we also think of him, and he would have been happy to be here, but he's not. Sometimes there are sacrifices to be done, and life is like that. But we will tell him. I'm sure Stephen, before Helen took photos, you sent it to him, isn't it? And thank you very much.
Thank you so much, dear staff, for what you have been doing to us. So at this time, I will come Vicar General to say, to greet us and welcome the Bishop.
May Lord Bishop, dear brothers and sisters in Christ, and Savior Jesus Christ, I invite you to join me in wishing our Bishop a happy feast. It's a Marian feast today, and he said that every Marian feast is also his feast because it's James Maria Wainayo. Our Bishop, happy feast.
Thank you.
Thank you. We again want to appreciate the passion that the Bishop has had for rest and renewal of clergy and religious, which has brought us this far. First of all, with the program, the sabbatical program itself, which initially, and the word was that it is being hosted at the Beatitudes Center, this place. He led us in those first steps, and as it has been said here, originally it was the sabbatical center was to be elsewhere. Then before it was done, it moved to some other place. I'm not sure whether it has moved the second time, but here we are, and we appreciate this great doing. Thank you, Bishop, for the passion, the great passion that you've had. And amidst the challenges, you did not allow the passion to fade. You have kept the fire burning. Bishop has done a lot in bringing to realization this project. In his 40th anniversary of priesthood, that was last year, he had one goal: to get every gift that he got to this project. And this is God's doing. We want to appreciate you, Bishop, for the great sacrifices you have made. And we believe that this program that's already started and has benefited many will continue to thrive. Along even with the sabbatical program for the diocese is also ongoing formation, which also the bishop has started, and much of it, of course, is also taking place in this place, in this Beatitudes Center. And I believe also the sabbatical center will also complement what we have been doing. We have come a long way, of course, with the programs. It has mentioned some of the oracles of the sabbatical program. I was here for the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth sessions as the director of the center, and we collaborated much with Father Jugatamu, the director of the program then, and of course with Sister. And some of those things that we are going through with them, let's not talk so much about them. We were able to go over that and come out as we are. The most amazing thing in those years that I was here, the program was very new. And some of the people would come here with an attitude, well, I was not supposed to be here, I've been forced to come here. Some actually were saying, I've been told to come here by the bishop, I'm not sure what is happening, but he will tell me along the way what I'm supposed to do here. So, but by mid the program, people would appreciate and say, I wish I knew what this program was before. And with that, the program has continued to grow because of the witness those who have passed through here have given. I believe also yourselves, you have a witness to give about this program. We appreciated Bishop. Asking even around those people who know about the program, or somewhere, I visited somewhere last month, and I was telling people that we have a program in the diocese, a sabbatical program, and they were asking, when I told them about the sabbatical, they were asking, the Sabbath, does it have to do with the Sabbath or something like that? What is it about? And people were really, really lost when it came to this. So for us, at least, the bishop introduced the concept, and we appreciated it, and we are living it. When I look at the participants this time round, and see one Father Simon Musindi. Father Simon Musindi, please stand. Yes. He is my classmate. By then he was like this. He was like this. I don't know what the church has done to him. Now I can confirm, Bishop, that I'm also due for sabbatical. Well, I've tried my best to build, but every time I get to the well, someone else enters before me. So I'm still trying, Bishop, to be like Musindi. So anyway, on a light note. So we appreciate this Bishop. You know, in the diocese, in the diocese, every one of us is scheduled. Even those who were ordained last year, they know the year that they are going to come for sabbatical. So it's a good thing. We appreciate it. We believe this project is going to benefit many more, not just in the diocese, in the country, and even beyond the borders. So thank you very much, Bishop. By the way, I was only told to welcome you. So you can leave alone the rest of what I've said. And now let us now welcome the Bishop with the rice, and welcome the Bishop to make his remarks. So makofi moja, ingine na ya tatu. So thank you, Bishop. Karibu.
Thank you. Thank you very much, our Vicar General, very Reverend Father Charles, the Father Director of this place, Sister Wambui, Mary Wambui, who is the director of the program. Father is the director of the sabbatical, the Beatitudes Center itself. For many people, they don't know. Many people do not know the distinction, and I'll talk about that later. But I want to welcome you all of you, even our guests who have come from far, to this very important occasion that today we are able to do. Its importance is really based on the fact that we have had this program for quite a long time. It started in 2013, and all the time from that time we've been thinking and hoping that there will come a time when we shall start a center dedicated to the program itself. We have had ideas of establishing it elsewhere, like in Thika, three regions. That is one of the places that we have longed to put it. And then also here, there is another place down a little bit down this way, where we had also thought that we could place it, and now we have come to decide that this is the best place where we would want the center to be. So this is because here already we have in this compound quite a number of facilities which would synergize with this center that we are coming up with. It has been therefore in my heart to come up with this center, and we are saying that we are talking of it as a center, and this also is Beatitudes Christian Formation Center, where, or rather, which acts like the pastoral center of our diocese. It acts like a pastoral center, and a Christian Formation Center is basically the same as a pastoral center. But at the time when we started the program, we did not, since we did not have a dedicated center, this is why we located it, so that we could grow it to where it is, to where it has reached, before we can come up with a center. Surely we would have wished that we have a center right from the beginning, a dedicated center, like what we are going to do, but it was not possible. In those days, as we were starting, I approached a number of funding agencies and donors and partners, and I remember when I sent to a number of people, organizations, like 5 or 6, or I think there were 7 organizations, none replied to me, none. And so I said, okay, what do I make out of this? Even the very organization that had asked me that before you consider asking us for funding, first of all start the program so that we can come and see that the program has started. And after 2 years going to them, even respond to say yes or no. But to say no, we are going to continue. The program is what is most important any other place where it is operating from. That this already we had come up with this courtyard here, which was the first one. Before we came up with this one, this was the first one, 23 rooms. And then later we came up with this one, which is 19 rooms. And so we said we are not going to give up at all or to lose hope just because those organizations, even the one that we had talked with right from the beginning, was not forthcoming. Help was not forthcoming. But I can tell you, even material support not coming, financial, yet we have had a lot of support a lot of prayers from people, and good words, good encouraging remarks from people, especially those who have gone through the program, the program here. And that has been enough to make us continue even when things have been difficult. I was telling the participants that right at the beginning, since many people did not understand what we are doing, and even the bishop themselves did not know or understand why sabbatical. There should be sabbatical. Priests go for annual leave, yes, a sabbatical. Here, sabbatical. They did not understand. So when we started, I had to personally pay for quite a number of participants, and I would tell the bishop, if you wanted to, you told me that you wanted to bring a priest, but you don't have money, I will pay. I'll pay for that, and I will not pay from the diocese, because the diocese, I mean, such an arrangement, you don't take it to the diocese. So the savings that Father would give me, where is that? When he was Father Kaputu. Father Kaputu, when he was the finance administrator. The allowance that he gives me and I save, and so I would pay from my savings. One person, another person like that, quite a number of people who would be in need because the bishop maybe is not ready to financially to send somebody. But I knew that good things, even if you have good things and nobody knows about good things, you will not be able, it will not be desired if it is not known. So that's why I said insist, continue with that kind of struggle, and people gradually will come to understand the importance and the goodness of the program, and therefore act and commit themselves, even commit the resources of the diocese, the congregations, to a program like this for their member. And that is what has been happening all along. The session this time is actually, like Father said, the biggest. We have not had 38. And I can tell you, even by other measures, like those other places, those other programs, like in St. Anselm, the one also in Arusha,